Sharing the gospel is something that I not only love. Sharing the gospel is something that I believe is part of our duty as Christians. We all have the ministry of reconciliation. So I don't believe that it's the job just of the pastor, evangelist, prophet, teacher, but it's all of our jobs as Christians to share the gospel. He sent his only begotten Son so that whoever shall believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. When you preach the gospel, you give people hope, and you find that hope through Jesus Christ. So if you don't preach the gospel, then people won't have hope, because it's through Christ that you find hope, love, forgiveness, and the reason why you exist in life. It's all in Jesus Christ. Over 20 years ago, my life was changed right here. This is where it all started for me. I was 19 years old. The year 2000, I got arrested for taking cops on a high-speed chase. I ended up getting charged with grand larceny auto. They put me what they call in the cots, and I was there for about 3 months. And then I finally got a room. They put me in a single cell room, and this room was facing a casino center, and I could see this Catholic church right across the street. And I always remember that you could hear the bell that the church had, and it would ring. And I remember saying to myself too, when I get out of here, I want to go to that church. I'm going to go see that church, because I looked at this church almost for over a year every time I looked out the window of my cell. I remember talking to my sister, and my sister telling me, if you go to a church, go to a non-denominational church. So I remember they put a paper inside the module, and on the top, it just said non-denominational. I didn't know it was Word of Life. It just said non-denominational. And I remember saying to myself, this is the church that my sister told me to go to. So I signed up to go. And then eventually it was the time to go. The guards take us into this room. As soon as I enter this room, every hair on my arm stood up. And I remember saying to myself, ooh, this is the church that God wants me to go. And it was Sister Pam and Sister Terry were the first two members of the church that I had met that came to share the gospel. Jesús es mi Señor.
Mi Señor.
Gracias.
Gracias, Señor.
Por perdonarme.
Por perdonarme.
Amén.
Por amarnos.
Amén.
Amén.
Entonces así eres un hijo de Dios.
Sí.
Y tú no tienes, tu pasado es tu pasado. No importa lo que has hecho en tu pasado. Jesús te ama. Amen. So my life was impacted by somebody answering the call to go and to preach the gospel to every creature. So not all of us will be pastors, not everybody will be a prophet, not everybody will be an evangelist, but we all have a call to win souls. And that's why I'm so excited about this 3,000 soul challenge, because the same way that my life was impacted by somebody coming and giving me hope in my life and giving me freedom, and now I can walk free and I have hope in my life, I want to do the same thing for others. What happened in my life, I want other people to experience that same hope. And the only way that they're going to experience this hope is for us to go and give them the hope by preaching the gospel.